Hello YouTube, my name is Plazukas, and as promised, this is the second video on Tectone. And today we want to showcase Twitter because although recently he hasn't really posted any videos or photos of his doggy Mango, there was one 24, 22 hours ago that was basically showcasing the dog being trained, doing some tricks and stuff like that. So we're gonna watch this, but I want to point out something as this video goes, and I want to see if you can spot it before I do, or before I mention it. So let's play the video in full. Might as well. We're trying to do 10-minute videos here, so this is the way it works, right? This is how all your other content creators do it, so why not me? Let's start it.
Me and Sophia, we had this dog now for about 2 months.
2 months. And it already had worms, apparently. That was the supposed illness symptom for the thing that they talked about on stream, because everything has to be content nowadays. 2 months, should have had two applications of dewormer. Should have avoided that, maybe trying to deal with it after the fact. Is what it is. So
It's in training mode right now, and we wanted to debut all of his tricks real quick. We're going to do sit.
I'm going to translate that for you. My name is Tectone, and I get a lot of bad hate on Twitter. So I'm going to use my dog to get sympathy and to change people's opinion of me because I'm a good person. But in reality, if you watch my previous video, the one I made, you're going to see that he doesn't want anything to do with the dog. He's like, get out. Get your dog out of here. Bye, Sophia. Bye, doggy. Okay? You're here as a placeholder. Goodbye. Goodbye. Shoo. Get out of my business. I have to finish this ad here. Can't even pet the dog. Can't even say hi to the dog. Just dismisses it.
Paw, lay, spin, roll over. That's what we're trying to.
Have you seen the thing I'm looking at yet? I've looked at it. It took me 5 seconds to find it. And I'm going to point it out. And that's what's going to make this video 10 minutes. I'm just seeing if you've figured it out yet. It's right there. It's in plain view.
We'll see if we get that right now. Okay, so get him.
He's out of here. Sit. Yes, Paul. Yes, lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Yes. No. Lay down. Yes. Roll over.
Yes.
Mango, come here.
For those that train, you don't have to give your dog a treat every time they do a trick. And technically, it'd probably be too much. You just give them pieces. You should give them something, though. You should not give them nothing for each of the tricks that they do, because that is why they're doing the trick, for a reward. And you don't have to give them the whole piece. You can give them parts of the piece. Like, all this stuff is explained on YouTube and stuff like that. I'm not sure if Sophia is the only trainer, but if, that's usually a tactic used, so they get something.
Spin.
But as far as I can tell, she hasn't given him any treats so far.
Yes.
Good boy!
She gets one. Okay, how many she gives?
Oh, he's a
Okay, she does give a lot, which is another way to do it. You do give him a lot at the end.
good puppy. Give you
Okay, at least at the very end, she gave him more than one, which is a nice thing to do. So have you spotted the thing yet that I was trying to highlight?
another update later when we learn more
Nice.
tricks. Thanks.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that, Tectone. You should actually stop posting videos about your dog that you don't give a shit about, and that had worms, because you didn't probably take him to the vets when you should have done that. Because, again, you just wanted him for content, technically, supposedly. My opinion, of course. Don't sue me, because I can't speak to your, I can't speak to your decision-making process.
You're watching, boys.
Okay, so here's what I wanted to point out. If you hadn't seen it yet, let me pull this up so you can see it very clearly. Let me get a better shot. Maybe you'll be able to. Okay, here we go. So I want to point out something, and technically, and I want to make this very clear. This is not necessarily indicative of bad owners or whatever else. But just imagine when they have to go somewhere and you have this dog that does not want their owners to leave, which is normal, is a puppy. What they're going to do is they're going to use this thing in the background, right here, this thing right here. And they're going to basically put it over the dog's neck, and it's going to apply pressure to the point that Mango will comply. And essentially, he's going to have to get into this cage, which, let me be very clear, this cage is so small. Now, I want to make a caveat. There is methods to train dogs to have cages small so they don't pee and poop in their cage. Because if they feel like they can't actually walk around, they may not pee and poop, so therefore there's no accidents. But this cage has to be upgraded relatively soon. So let's just stay tuned. Now, obviously, if they watch this video, they're probably going to do it immediately. But this cage should be upgraded. Mango is getting a lot bigger. I don't know if this was the first cage they bought. They should monitor that. Just like a baby, they outgrow things very quickly. But just so you know, this thing is being used to choke him to get into his cage to comply. And you could imagine a case where Mango's running around and Sophia or Tectone is going to chase him with this. He's going to get him eventually around the neck and then potentially drag Mango into his small, confined cage. All these things are not indicative of bad pet owners, okay? However, and I need to repeat this, if you use your dog for content on Twitter, on Twitch, on TikTok, or any other social media platforms, generally speaking, you're not doing it for the right reasons. You're not owning a pet. You're not having a kid for the right reasons. Do I have to remind you of all of the issues that arose from all those family streamers back in the day on all these platforms? Family vlogs, and how many things came out from them, the Duggar family or whatever else, all the, I don't know what you want to call it, the SA violations and stuff like that from that family, or the Mary Kate Olsen, or not Mary Kate and 8+ thing out of Lifetime, and now all the children having issues because they grew up with, in the spotlight. There's so many YouTubers that you can think of that have had family members that have used their kids for content. Generally speaking, it is narcissism. It's trying to get profit. It's trying to, get sympathy or, some other kind of appeal, because you wouldn't be able to do it normally. So you use your kids and you tokenize them, or you use your pets and you tokenize them. So, I mean, just this alone is not indicative of bad pet ownership, but it can be if used improperly. And I'm not even saying it is used improperly. But this cage here, if it's not upgraded within the next 2 weeks to a month, which is pushing it, by the way, that would be inhumane. This thing, you don't want to use this forever. This thing is only there for a period of time so that you basically get your dog to comply, your pup to comply. If this is used longer than 6 months, that's pushing it too, then that's probably inhumane as well, because your dog should know that by now. And if your dog's not being trained, guess what? That's not the dog's fault. That's your fault for being a bad pet owner, for never having the dog in the first place, because you were too preoccupied with everything else you were doing in your life to not care for the dog, which is the point I'm making. Why even have a dog? Cats are a lot easier to deal with as a streamer, as someone that has a busy day. You can have cats, they're pretty much dependent or independent, and they can do all the things, and they require your love and stuff like that, but it's a different kind of thing. Dogs are a lot more responsible. They need a lot more care, essentially. And we had a ramble here, because 10 minutes. which is where we're at now. Like and subscribe. My name is Plazukas. 3 more videos today. Bye for now.